For some, that means cover crops. Whether it's to help with weed pressure or erosion control, boost soil health, or if you need something for cow chow, we can help. We're seeding everything from simple rye covers to more exotic mixes and even winter wheat. So if you're shorthanded and don't feel like you can get anything seeded, just give us a call and we can help. Find us at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com to get in touch. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters cleaned today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154. When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Tune in every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. for The Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. The Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainer.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Nafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. We are back on this fabulous Friday. The birds are chirping. The sun is out. The trees look a tad bit greener. And you know what, Nick? Somebody's going to the park tomorrow.
Yeah.
College Park, East Point. You probably don't know what I'm talking about when I say College Park.
College
East,
Park, Maryland.
But I'm talking about the one.
I do know.
I'm talking about the old rap group, man.
I don't know.
I
know Lincoln Park.
East Point.
I know Lincoln Park real well.
The Players Ball. I'm talking about old school hip hop.
Do you know
man.
Lincoln Park?
Lincoln Park?
Lincoln Park? Linkin?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I do know that.
Man,
But
they're good.
Nick, you know what, man? I literally felt like a proud papa.
Did you?
I was watching you and Austin there at Cubs Stadium, and I'm watching you high five fans, and you're smiling. Your cheeks are red.
Hey.
You looked glorious, and then you're outside the stadium. You have your jersey on.
Yeah.
Your hand. Were your hands raised in that picture?
They were.
Your hands were raised in jubilation and victory, dude. You didn't go to just like a baseball game.
No.
You went to a game to where it was either if they win, you move on. If you lose, the season's over.
Yeah.
And you guys, your Cubs got it done.
It was when people say like romantic about sports, romantic about baseball, there is very few things like a postseason in any sport, right? I would imagine that's very similar for football, very similar for basketball, and baseball as well. But like I told Austin this, the best part about Wrigley is that it's just plopped down in the middle of a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like you have all this area in the middle of a neighborhood, and they've made a lot of improvements to Wrigley and stuff, but it's one of the oldest stadiums in the country.
And they're landlocked.
Yeah, and it's so incredible. The I don't even know how to put it into words. I'm speechless. I like thinking about it. It's crazy. I could not get a smile off my face the entire time. And so even Austin said it, where he goes, I've never been a part of a post-game experience like that. And the post-game experience, we're not talking about the bars and everything. We're talking about as soon as that final out was recorded, they started playing the song, and 40,747 fans all sang in unison, "Go Cubs Go." And they have the light show going on, and it was just absolutely insane. It was so cool.
So that was the highlight. Did you ever catch yourself in the stadium in the moment and just say to yourself, I'm at a freaking playoff game.
Yeah.
In Cubs Stadium, right?
Well, it was a lot. I did that a couple of times. Now I was fortunate. Our old colleague Nathan Brennan, who works for the CBS station down in Kansas City, he invited me out there last year to the Royals playoff game against the Yankees, and it was ALDS, or maybe it was the wild card. I can't remember. And it was basically the game that the Royals ended up losing, and they got eliminated that day to the Yankees. But I mean, it was fun, but I don't have necessarily an allegiance to either one of those teams. And so like, it was really cool to be in the atmosphere of a playoff game, but I wasn't cheering for a team. This was my first time at Wrigley. This was my first ever Cubs game in person. And so, yeah, I did catch myself of like, holy crap. I said a couple other things. I said, holy crap. We're at Wrigley for game 3 of the NLDS. And we're about to, it's all these emotions just to be at Wrigley. And so it was really cool. It was also crazy because it all happened so fast, like the way that we got tickets and everything. So Austin and I found out on Friday that we were going to Chicago for Big Ten basketball media days, Wednesday and Thursday. And Friday afternoon, we were like, DP, the Cubs play on Wednesday night. And he's like, make it happen. Let's do it. And so I was like, cool. So we got the clearance. We didn't have to miss any Big Ten basketball media days. Nebraska and Amy Williams, they spoke on Wednesday. She got done speaking about 2:15, 2:20. We talked to all of our players. We did our one-on-ones with Britt Prince and Callan Hake. We did our one-on-one with Amy Williams. We were good. Like, everything's good.
Which we're going to dive into that at 9:32.
And there was a lot of good stuff from Big Ten basketball media days. But then it was like, it didn't sink in because Austin and I are in work mode.
Right.
And it's like 2:15. The game starts at 4:08. And we're like, all right, let's Uber back to the hotel. We'll change. Let's go.
What was
the
proximity of
everything?
everything?
So our hotel was 14 miles from Wrigley.
Okay.
So it's 14 miles. And we had contemplated, like, all right, do we take an Uber and not worry about it? Do we take the blue line, like the train? Like, what do we do here? Well, thankfully, the folks at our hotel, they offered a free shuttle. So we hop in the shuttle. We go to the train station, or like the one of the pickups. And for the blue line, bought a day pass for $10. It was $5. It was two of them for $10. Bought a day pass. You get on the blue line. We got there. It was in Rosemont, Illinois, is where we got on the blue line. We go to Addison, which is about 6 stops closer to downtown Chicago. You get off of the train at Addison, hop on a bus, and you go another like 4.5 miles on a bus.
So it's a little bit of a jaunt.
And so it was a little bit of a trip, but then it drops you off and you walk one block like through a neighborhood, and then all of a sudden it's just Wrigleyville. And I mean, it was so much fun. It was awesome. It was great to be there with Austin, who is a baseball lover,
right,
and a passionate baseball fan like I am. So we had a great time. It was so much fun. I bought a Cubs sweatshirt that the coaches were wear and stuff.
What'd that run you?
A lot. I could buy, okay, how about this? I could buy 5 beers for the price of the one sweatshirt, and the beer was $18.99. So you can do math there. No, you can do math there. But no, I mean, it was worth every penny. We got a cool little deal on tickets. I mean, it was really, really fun. And I told Austin, and I would have done this honestly. We work in a job that's very flexible, and we appreciate, we have a lot of people that help out each other and stuff with shows and things like that. Great team here at the Ticket. And Austin actually had told me, he's like, Nick, if you didn't have to cover the 6 a.m. show for Jake, he's like, we would have stayed. And I was like, because we were talking about it for game 4 last night. And then there's like a 6 a.m. flight out of Chicago. We would have been back by 8. I would have been here by the 9 a.m. show and stuff. But like, we had seriously contemplated, like, okay, should we stay for game 4? And if I didn't need to cover for Jake, and Jake's dealing with family stuff that's way more important than the Cubs. But if I didn't need to be here for early break, I would have been at game 4 last night. There's no way I would have missed it.
No. And Jake Lane is grandfather to rest today.
Absolutely.
So our thoughts and prayers go out to the entire Sorensen family. Very full life. 92, I believe. 92 or 93. So again, our thoughts and prayers go out to Jake and his entire family.
I love this. Huskers P. Cubs story, checking out.
Well, Nick,
it's all right.
I'll be watching tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
When they take on business tomorrow. What time is that game?
6:30 p.m.
So good. All the other games should be done by that point. Not, I mean, once I'm really the most interested, at least be done. We'll talk about
absolutely
college football. Real quick rundown before we jump into Big Ten Media Days, because Nick and of course our very own Austin Orman was there. But at 9:30, we're going to hop into more of the MLB. What's the other teams that are in there as well, because there's other teams that have a big game tonight as well. At 10 o'clock, we'll obviously do the history. Then at 10 o'clock, me and Nick are going to break down Maryland, the keys to victory on that. Another mobile quarterback, Malik. I hope we put him to sleep. Not like sleep permanently, but hope we put him to sleep and put pressure on him a lot. And at 10:30, we'll dive into more of the college football weekend lineup, because there's a huge slate of games that are going on. I mean, monumental games that'll happen tomorrow.
Man.
And also, Swim, I want to get your thoughts. What in the heck is going on in Philadelphia, man? So we're going to talk about that
Yeah.
as far as the Eagles. They ain't flying too good right now. I'll tell you that right now. So we'll discuss that as well. I had to flip my nephew Mason a bunch of crap.
Oh, you have to.
Because he's
They got shut out in the second half.
I couldn't believe. So I want to get your input on that because I know you were in the air, but I know you checked out and you see what's going on. And I want to get to even if you're not a Philly fan, because I'm not a Philly fan, I'm not a Giants fan either. But I tell you what, it's hard not to see that Jackson Dart has made a huge. Him and what's his name? I want to go see what's his name, man? The running back.
Oh, Cam Scatterboo.
What a scatter. What a scat. I kept saying that last night. I don't even know why.
I don't know why either. I thought initially you were going to say what a Wan'Dale Robinson.
No.
That's what I thought initially.
He
did. But you went in a completely different direction.
What a scatterboo.
You know, one day apart and we don't even have chemistry anymore.
Because my kids would have said, "What's a scatterboo?" When they were little, they would go, "What's a scatterboo?" Scatterboo is buck wild, man.
He's gritty, man.
There's something going on in the water in New York as far as the Giants go, and there's something definitely in the water that's not good that's going on in Philly. So we'll discuss that as well. Weekend games. Nick, first of all, I seen the picture just this morning with you and Rank Mast.
Yeah.
When I looked at it, I'm like, who's the little kid?
It was me.
He was that tall.
Now, granted, I'm a short guy. Like I'm 5'10". I'm not 6 feet.
Okay,
I'm 5'10".
6.
Oh, okay, thanks.
But
that's quick. You didn't have to sound so confident saying
you're not
that.
even close.
Yeah. Oh, I know you're not 6 feet tall. Don't worry.
Not in the same neighborhood.
No, I'm 5'10". I tried to do that. I tried to have the conversation with Sam Hoiberg. I was like, Austin, let me take Sam.
I'm gonna look at him eye to eye.
yeah. I want to be able to have a conversation.
Eye to eye conversation.
Yeah. I was like, hey, so Rink, what you doing? How's the weather? No, Rink's awesome. Yeah.
How was the time with him? Also, we'll get to Britt Prince, Amy Williams, and the
Yeah.
ladies as well. How was it? How much excitement that obviously the Coach Hoiberg was there, Sam Hoiberg was there, and obviously Rank Mast was there. How much excitement did he have to know that he's back and he's healthy?
I think there's nothing Rink is more excited about than being able to ditch the knee brace. He was asked about it, and he was asked, did you like the knee brace? Because he wore it before the actually injury that he had to sit out for and stuff. And he was basically like, no, I hated that thing. It's still in my locker, but he's like, I'm not putting that thing on. I'm not taking it out unless they tell me I absolutely have to. And
he's got clearance not to wear it.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good. And so he's full go. And I think that Rink really looks at this season as with a lot of gratitude to be back. I mean, just talking to him both on and off the record, I think that with Rink, a lot of it, he was pretty honest with us on the record, but also off. Just that it was very, very tough for him to just sit back those last couple of months. He's told me that it took him about 19 to 20 months of rehab is how much in totality it took. 19 to 20 months. And he said I quoted it on Twitter. But he said it was a lot of bleeping days and stuff, a lot of crappy days, basically, is what he said. And I thought Sam Hoiberg made a great point naturally, without being asked about it, without being prompted or anything like that from the few reporters that were out there. But Sam mentioned, he goes, I give a lot of credit to Rink because he didn't rush back. He didn't rush through his rehab. And he goes, a lot of times when it's an extended rehab like that, where it's so long and so tedious, you can go out and shoot, or you can go out and jump, and because you feel okay, you feel good enough to do it. But then in that moment, that's when you get set back a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and it can turn into a 23-month rehab process. And so Sam goes, that's one of the things I respected about Rink and his rehab the most, was that he didn't cut corners on it. And because he knew that the quickest way back was to follow it to a T.
Do the work.
Yeah.
He did the work. Nebraska men's basketball actually tips off in their exhibition game against BYU October 18th, and that is going to be at Pinnacle Bank Arena. So basically a week from tomorrow, that game will be there's limited tickets available. I'm looking right in here. Tip-off is scheduled for 12 noon. And there are a limited number of the 300 level tickets even still available. Again, this is an exhibition against BYU, so the Huskers will tip off their preseason schedule then. So it's crazy to think, Nick, we are literally just 8 days away
Mm-hmm.
from tip-off from basketball. What did Coach Hoiberg say anything that kind of stood out to you?
I mean, yeah, there was a lot. I think that there's with their roster, there's so many new faces with Fred and this team that I don't know if they are really sure of how it's going to play out. I think they know what they want to do offensively. I think this is going to be a team that scores a lot more points than maybe we've seen in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I told Austin this, like they've primarily said that they're going to shoot the basketball well, and I told Austin, Nebraska, if they're going to do this, if they're going to formulate their team this way, which is fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is they need to figure out a way to where they don't shoot better statistically in comparison to previous Nebraska teams.
Mm-hmm.
They have to shoot well in comparison to the rest of the country. There's a difference here because the past Nebraska teams have been okay offensively,
Right.
but they've really been only like one or two guys that's been kind of the focal point, whether it's been Bryce, whether it's been Jawan at times, Rink when he was healthy, so on and so forth. But when you look at Nebraska now, if they're going to lean heavily into the offensive side of the ball, they won't be super tall, so they're not going to be able to rebound a whole lot this season. And that's fine going into it, as long as in comparison to the rest of the country and the rest of the Big Ten, you're shooting it at a high percentage.
Yeah, Nebraska is going to be a team. It's going to be interesting because, like I said, the guys amongst themselves, other than, obviously inter-squad scrimmages and things of that nature, but when you really find out who you are when the season starts. So this team is going to be a team that's going to have to define their identity, kind of putting the plane together in the air, if you would.
Yeah.
Because so many different guys have joined this team. Of course, you have your staples, as in Hoiberg and Rink being back. But even the guys returning from last year, those guys were transfers for the most part. So it's going to be interesting. A salad of players, if you would, just from all different sorts of parts of the country. I'm excited to see them, what they look like. And obviously the BYU, it's going to be interesting to see what they look like, but that's going to be their first game in front of the lights, if you would,
sure,
in front of everybody.
And BYU's legit.
Yeah, absolutely.
They got the number one overall recruit last year in AJ Dabansta is a member of that team. And so we found out from Fred that he had some previous relationships with BYU's coaching staff. Luca Virgilio, also their GM, also helped set this up with BYU, but it's going to be a home and home. So Nebraska hosts them this year. They will travel to BYU for an exhibition next year. So it's interesting stuff there. We got this text on the text line, AD, that I want to mention.
Mm-hmm.
Unmasked Texter says, Facebook has shoes that will add 3 inches to your height. Unmasked Texter goes, one of my friends bought them as a joke, and he absolutely loves them. It literally adds to your height, and the shoes look normal. My whole thing with that, what happens when you take them off? Like, okay, let's just say the hypothetical scenario, you're wearing them out, if you're single, right? You're wearing them out to a bar, and you're able to talk to a woman. Well,
woman?
Yeah, at some point, you can't wear shoes the rest of your life. So, like, don't you think that she'll be like, wait, well, hold on.
What happened?
Maybe because they're some can be superficial and say height matters, right? But then the other side is like, at the end of the day, why? Like, I don't know. It's not as much the initial, all right, yeah, let me go ahead and do this to add to my height. But ultimately, what happens when you take them off and you're with people that met you when you were tall? I don't know. It seems like a risky business.
It's risky business, man. Hey, before we go to break, tell us about about Coach Williams. She brought, of course, Brett Prince with her. To Big Tamina Days, a freshman sensation, made the freshman all-selection team last year. Senior, it seems like Callan has been here. Heike has been here forever.
Yeah.
But she's going to her senior year, the senior from Minnesota. What stood out with amongst those ladies there? No, like I said, they've got a squad coming back, bro. They are deep coming back.
Callan Hake is one of a premier leader of just people in college basketball. It's exceptional. And so Callan Hake is really, really talented off the floor, but then also on the floor as well. And I'm interested to see what her role is this year, because I think that they might even ask her to take not a step back necessarily, but just I think that we'll see a player like Logan Nisley maybe take some of her minutes. I think they're really encouraged by some of their transfers. Emily Fisher, a transfer from Maryland, who they have a prior relationship with. They have a couple, and also Haley Weaver is a transfer guard from Northwestern who sat out all of last season. There's a lot of a lot of interest, I think, with Nebraska women's basketball. The biggest thing, the elephant in the room for them, and we talked to Britt a little bit about it as well, but she's so stone cold, just like, I don't want to say, not standoffish. That's the wrong word to use. They use the word quiet assassin. And I think Britt, all she wants to do is just play. Like, and she just wants her game to do the talking for her. And so what I would say is that the biggest elephant in the room is like, how do you feel now that it's your team? Like, this is Britt's team. It's Alexis Markowski's gone. And so it's more so of like, how is Britt handling that? And she's like, look, I'm going to be the best leader and teammate, and gave us a lot of the, the surface level conversations. But I think Britt just likes to talk with her game, and that's all she is. And it's okay that way. That's that way.
Go to school with someone that absolutely loved their sport, and you see them as almost like if they didn't have, a baseball shirt or a basketball shirt or a football shirt or something, it was just who they were.
Mm-hmm.
Britt reminds me of that. She's a one to where some people like their sport and they're good at it.
Yeah.
Other people are good at it and they love their sport. Britt reminds me of an athlete that loves her sport. She's about basketball. Let's talk basketball. I want to eat basketball. I want to dream about basketball. I want to watch basketball tapes. I want to watch. She's a junkie for basketball. And you can tell by the way that she carries herself on the court, the way that she plays, and her basketball IQ is off the charts. And it's because she loves the game. I will say this. And I tease my little brother Jay all the time, Foreman, but Jay is a football junkie.
Mm-hmm.
He sleeps football. He understands football. He likes dissecting football. He likes to break it and then build it again and look what's inside and under the hood. Coach Osborne is that same way. They like to tweak things. Nick, with you with baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, I can ask you a question about baseball, and 35 minutes later, I was like, I really didn't want to know all that.
I know. I'm sorry. I know. I ramble.
But no, people who love their sport, that's how you are. And Britt is that type. She has that in her DNA, that same type of mentality. She loves it, and she plays. And it's kind of like that old movie, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That was a band.
I was going to say, I don't think that's a movie. I don't know a whole lot of movies, but I do know that is not a movie.
I know DF is listening. He's going, what? Let's just groove tonight,
AJ? Hey, I'm going to say this about David. David, now
fire.
I say this.
I meant to say Chariots of Fire.
A little bit different. I will say this about David, and David knows I love him. But I will say this, and I can say this because the rehab is going well. We're happy for David. We're thrilled that everything went well with surgery and through rehab. David's home, resting as he should.
Yes.
But I tell you what, I don't know if this is good for him that he's just sitting on the couch, because that gives him more time to text us individually.
He's putting a throat punch on layaway for you.
Yeah, I know. and he texted me, and he's criticizing me individually on the through with my personal phone number. I'm sitting here. I texted him back. And I said, David, you're turning mean, because all he has time for is to sit in this little recliner and to text. That's all he does. Hides behind the keyboard.
Hey, is our video stream on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Our monitor just not on right
Yeah.
So I know he's probably throwing stuff at the TV.
I hope so.
He's probably. So I didn't mean Earth, Wind, and Fire. I meant that movie Chariots of Fire.
Yep.
And it says, I was made to run. When I run, I feel God with me. There's a line in that movie. It's something like that. It's powerful. And Big B, he goes, your comment about you can't put the plane together in the air. Yes, I caught it. It's perfect. I'm going to write it down. And you know what, Big B? I heard it from somebody else too. So it's kind of like that. I'd say nothing's original.
Plagiarist. You heard it here first. You don't want AD to speak for you. He just plagiarizes everybody. He takes his speech off of AI.
Hey, no lies told.
Yeah. Your last slide is just the all the credits. I would like to thank John for this slide, and Jay for this slide, and
oh man, nothing's original. Why think? Just borrow.
Yeah. You want to know how I can do 4 speeches in a day? Because I don't write my speeches. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Folks, you know what? I was thinking about MLB. We've talked a lot of MLB. Nick, I'm sorry. We got to talk NFL, man.
I would love to.
At 9:30.
We don't need to talk. We need Huskers P to come back.
Yes.
Huskers P, let us know if you're still with us.
P, come back.
Huskers P, come back to me.
We're going to talk football.
Happy Friday.
And plagiarize.
We'll be back. I read this on CBS Sports, and it's my opinion.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
This just in, hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. We're raising the bar with these benches, and our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month, now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details.
Tune in every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. for the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. The Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Every Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, I'm Sarai, your personal banker here at Midwest Bank. I'm proud to serve our community in English and in Espanol because everyone deserves a banker who understands them. This Hispanic Heritage Month, we're celebrating the traditions, values, and dreams that make our community strong. Whether you're opening your first account, planning for the future, or growing your business, estoy aquí para ayudarle a alcanzar sus metas. I'm here to help you reach your goals. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome back to this fabulous Friday. It doesn't take us long, Eric, to get off the rails. You know it, baby.
Hey, Huskers P! Please tell me you're here.
Are you back? Are you back, man? Are you back?
Paging Huskers P.
Well, folks, this is brought to you, as always, by our good friend Jack Russell, a well-respected representative for Farm Bureau Financial Services since 1999. He can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his two locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Dude, I love my guy, Jack, but man, I think Jack sometimes forgets things, man.
I was gonna say,
He's asked me like 3 times to golf, and I'm like, Jack, I can't golf, bro.
What?
And it's
because you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Jack just forgets.
Well, you just act normal.
Yeah. I wish I could play normal.
I will.
But Jack, there was one on Wednesday, and I was so I know it was last week, and I wanted to play so bad. I had the bug, and I wasn't even thinking about it. And I get a text from Jack. Hey, it's Sunday morning. It was Sunday. The breakfast and brunch. I was like, Jack, I can't. He goes, man, you got to help me get better. I miss my dog, man. Jack, I love you, but please don't ever ask me again until 2026 to go play golf.
Yeah.
And it seems like, you know what, dude? It's kind of like I'm getting more golf invites now than what I did when I was healthy.
Maybe it's because
they know I can't play.
Because you know you can't play.
They're just kind of throwing it out there. The kind
yeah.
Hey,
I just started inviting you.
I know you can't play, but I'm just going to say you can't ever say I didn't ask you.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm gonna invite you, and then next year when you're healthy and I don't invite you, you go, why don't you ever invite me? Well, when I asked you last year, you never were able to, so I didn't. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, golf will be back soon. Nick had a great time yesterday. Me and Nick were outside just talking. It's a gorgeous day outside.
It is.
Week started in Manhattan, Kansas, ended yesterday in Omaha. I got to tell you this. Creighton has got a beautiful auditorium for their business college. So that's where the conference was. It was the Hustle Entrepreneurship Conference. And you're talking about ideas galore going on there. Few people from Argentina.
Whoa.
This conference, so I had the privilege to MC it and speak at it. And dude, when you go to a conference like that, it's like going to a coaching conference, Nick, or you go to a broadcasting boot camp. Your head just exploding with ideas, and you're seeing people doing things. And so my mind I just got a lot to process in mind. I mean, all good stuff. But it was just a great time yesterday at Creighton's campus. And I know I see the basketball player. I know what his name was. This dude was probably about 6'10", 6'11".
Oh, yeah.
Had the Creighton basketball thing on.
I wonder if he wears lifts in his shoes.
Those would be stilts at 6'10".
Yeah, right. I'm 6'6", and I need to get 6'10".
So it was it was a fast week, but a good week. I know you had a fast one as well. 2 pressers, obviously men's and women's basketball, then of course going to the Cubs game. But I tell you someone who's weak, they wish they could get it back. At least they did get back. Nick, I don't know what's going on in Philadelphia, man. This is, they look, you had A.J. Brown saying he didn't have a personal conversation, face-to-face with Jalen and Saquon. The other side is saying, well, it's no big deal. Yeah, we did. I mean, it's just things.
Who cares?
It's just things. But when the media is focusing on things like that, it's something that's going on in Philly. However, I will say this, and I was just texting my nephew Mason this morning. They've got some injuries as well. But Nick, they just seem out of sync, man.
Yeah.
What do you attribute it to, man?
Well, I mean, last night they stopped running the ball with Saquon. I just don't ever see an area, and maybe it's because they were down by multiple scores, and then that's fine. But like, I don't ever see a time to where you should stop giving the ball to the best running back in the game. In some aspect, whether that's in the pass catching game, whether that's in the running game, it doesn't matter. I've been cautious about having this take. And I think it's okay for me to at least broach the subject. I don't know how good of a passer Jalen Hurts is. In terms of
he missed a wide open last night. Yeah, he missed
but I'm saying in terms of like downfield passing. A lot of his stats, especially this year, he has an insane number of completions. Like there was a game where all of his completions were on passes that passed fewer than 10 yards in the air. Like, I don't know if we really think about this to where
couldn't he just be in a slump? It's like a pitcher. So the pitcher is
okay, sure. But if that's the problem,
I think he's just in a slump because we've seen him make throws like that before. But Nick, to your point though, it's the truth. He's not making them right now, and that's all that matters.
I mean, I don't know. This is a perfect example of why you can't just look at the box score and go, "Oh yeah, this is a really good quarterback," right? Because you look at it, and Jalen Hurts is completing close to 70% of his passes. He has just shy of 1,200 passing yards through 5 games. And then he has 8 touchdown passes and 1 INT. And like, statistically, we're like, okay, yeah, it looks good. Like QBR of over 100, like this is all right, cool. But then once again, you hear these little nuggets about like in the game earlier, like I think it was week 2, in that game against the Chiefs, not a single pass was completed that passed in the air more than 7 yards. And it's like things like that are the little nuances to where if you have no downfield passing game, your offense can eventually
have the weapons.
Eventually struggle. Yeah, and there is no reason that with AJ Brown, with Devontae Smith, with Goddard, with the weapons that they have on the perimeter, and then also Saquon in the backfield. I mean, like we talk about the 1-2 punch ability to run the ball, the quarterback run game with Saquon Barkley. There's no reason why Philly should ever struggle to move the ball consistently.
Nick, he was sacked 3 times last night, not counting the number of times that he was hurried or knocked down. The O-line, I know they've had some injuries there as well, but man, Nick, it seems like, I mean, Hurts is running a lot, way more than he would like to. I'm sure a lot more than Sirianni would like him to run, but he doesn't have a choice. I mean, he was running for his life last night. Let's flip it to the side of the Giants. Do you think Jackson Dart is kind of like that old saying, a rising tide lifts all boats? Do their defense, first of all, they got one of the top secondaries in the NFL as far as the Giants goes. Their secondary was never the issue as far as that goes. Their offense, it was just so stagnant prior to before they inserted Jackson Dart, and they're just a different team, man. You got Scatterboo scatting all over the place. You got obviously, gosh dang it, my mind. Wandale and company that are making big catches, and no one's just jumping off the page, Nick, to me with the Giants these past couple games. It seems like they're just playing very cohesive football.
Yeah,
as an offensive unit. You know what I'm saying?
I think what I'll say about the Giants, I actually lean more to saying that it's more about Cam Scatterboo than it is about Jackson Dart.
I think he's brought a level of toughness to that offense.
I think he's brought a level of toughness, and I just think it's like also like bleep you football. Yeah. I just think Cam Scatterboo lines up and just does not care about who's in front of him. Doesn't care if he's undersized. Doesn't care that he's a little bit shorter than a lot of other guys in the league. He's going to try to run through you, and that's what New York needs. Like I think we talk about New York and we think about all the glitz and the glam.
Yeah.
But at its core, like I think about the physicality of the Eli Manning teams and the way that those teams played, and when they had Oh gosh, who was the defensive end for the Giants back in the day? Jason Pierre-Paul, like in his prime. Like JPP was physical off the edge. And you talk
entire
like,
team.
I think back to like Prince Amukamara as a defensive back, like early in his days.
those guys.
Yeah, like those dudes just don't care. And it's like this New York toughness that they've kind of been slacking from. And I think we can talk about it with the Knicks too, like the New York Knicks, not to change sports real quick.
Same thing.
But it's the same thing. Like you get away from this like nitty gritty, just grinded out type of action. And you realize that it's not always peaches and sunshine. And so I think that ultimately Cam Scadaboo's done more in the short term. Now, long-term answer, if Jackson Dart's their quarterback, great, right? But I think also when it's all said and done, New York has been starving to find a replacement after they did Saquon Barkley so dirty and they just let him go. New York's been starving for a running game. They've tried it with multiple guys, whether it was Devin Singletary for a while after his stint with Buffalo, whether it was Tracy a couple of weeks ago. Now Cam Scadaboo's had his opportunity. He's taken the bull by the horns, and the stability, the consistency is still up for determination. But in terms of short-term impact, I think Scadaboo's done more than actually Jackson Dart has.
I think Jalen Brunson is the Scataway is kind of like the Jalen Brunson of the Giants right now. He brought, undersized, plays a lot bigger than what he is stature-wise. And it just, like I said, I think what Scadaboo has done, the same as Brunson, it just inspired the guys around him. It's like, if this little dude is taking hits to the floor, getting knocked down, every time Scadaboo comes out of the game, he's shaking his head. I seen a funny thing on Twitter last night that says, they think that's strategic because if he always shakes his head, they never know when he's got a concussion or not.
I was going to say, I was going to say, I do worry a little bit about post-football for Scadaboo. I mean that in the most humane,
He's like post-schmosh.
Yeah,
YOLO.
like Cam, you got a life after football, man. And like Jay's talked about it before of just like life after football. And we know how big CTE is nowadays. Like, the way Cam Scadaboo runs, like that just naturally is a concern. And so it is.
We got unknown texture here, Nick.
Crazy.
0151 from Jersey. He goes, 45-year-old Giants fan. Giants culture has always been about running the ball and rushing the passer. And unknown texture, you're exactly right. I mean, I'm talking about all the days, back to the days when they had, Harry Carson and Joe Morris and Phil Simms. They were just a smash mouth team. And then you had LT on the outside and Harry Carson, those guys lighting people up, on the edges. And they were just that type of team. And it's good to see them back. It just feels good to see. Obviously, they've got work to do.
Yeah.
But the past couple of weeks, it's been good to see them do that.
Well, and hopefully, at some point, Abdul Carter starts to,
dude, I totally forgot about him.
To the point of the texter of like rushing the passer and stuff. You utilized the top 5 pick on Abdul Carter last year, this past draft. Hopefully that starts to pay dividends down the road for you. It's a fascinating case study once again. And so to do it without Malik Neighbors as well is a big key that we have not touched on. Malik Neighbors torn ACL, he's out. And I think it's a different situation than like with Miami, where Miami plays a little bit better offensively when Tyreek Hill's not in the game. New York Giants, they are the best when Neighbors is healthy.
I want to give a shout out to Cody and Don Stevenson, little bro and little sis. They're in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And they sent the text and they're watching us from the truck, man.
Cody,
on the travel.
nice.
I know Cody, man.
I do know Cody.
Okay, Cody.
Haven't seen him in a while. Never wants to hang out.
Well, he's too busy.
You know where to find me.
I ain't hard to find.
Actually, Cody, I was texting somebody else with the C name in my phone, and your number popped up, and I thought, it was actually just yesterday. And I thought, I haven't talked to Cody in a while. Wonder if he still remembers me.
Well,
phone does work both ways, so I apologize.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, I read this morning his text. I was knocked out last night.
Oh, he texted you. Just funny how that works.
Oh, Cody.
You can send later too.
Cody,
if it's too late, I'm asleep.
Just run him over with your motorcycle next time you're back in town, man. I didn't see you there.
Whoa! Vehicular homicide.
Cody was okay. So Cody is like literally God-given. He has a gift of photography. The dude can take some pictures, like National Geographic. And I'm not blowing smoke up you guys either. I mean, dead serious. This dude can take some pictures. Well, he got real close At first, he said he was probably 15 yards away from a huge moose. He says, AD, he goes, I just stood still, and he passed by at 5 feet.
Whoa.
He goes, I seen saliva on his lips. Cody, what the hell are you doing that close to a doggone elk that could stomp you? Cody, the picture, though, hey, Cody, if you can send it in, text it in to us, man. We'll post it on Twitter. And this dude, if you want pictures or something like that, Cody has got, like, it's literally National Geographic level pictures that he has of elk and of deer. I think he's even got some from a distance from bear. But Don, sis, tell your husband to please stay away from taking pictures of elk that big.
Yeah.
You guys be safe
That's
out
awesome.
there. Love you guys like crazy. Folks, again, the Giants take care of the Eagles last night in Thursday Night Football. The Giants have got some great things going. Philly's got to figure out where the heck they're going at this point. When we come back, folks, we got a passing that was pretty sad, but this individual lived a very, very full life. If you've just was that a motorcycle that went by, or was that one of them? I mean, like
it might have been a scooter. I'm telling you, people are irresponsible on those damn scooters.
Did you see how fast?
I did. I saw it flash.
You probably thought it was in the street, didn't you?
I didn't think anything of it.
That was on the sidewalk, dude. They were
That's
going.
what I'm telling you,
fast
man.
on the sidewalk.
I'm telling you, people are wild.
Nick, imagine if you and I were walking out the door right there with our coffee in hand. You would have moved. I would have got ran over because I ain't.
Yeah, because you can't move quick enough.
See, why'd you say it to tease me? First, you called me, you said I'm a plagiarist. You said you're plagiarizing. You already said that, and you pointed at me when you said it.
I did.
Very
did.
condescending.
Very condescending.
Now you're saying I can't get out there. Well, you can't move fast.
Yeah.
enough.
Well, I was saying according to you. I think in the moment you would flinch a little bit quicker than you think.
And then I would get hit.
Yeah, and then you get hit. You'd be the guy that thinks they're flinching to get out of the way. You'd actually move closer to actually get. AD, you weren't going to get run over before. Now you moved and bam, splat. Gonzo.
We'll be back with History is Drive.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Koppel Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Koppel is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Koppel Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at koppelcars.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Don't miss Fall Discount Day this Saturday, October 11th, for one day only. Get 17% off regular priced items. That's right, 17% off. From the barn to the backyard, Baumgars has you covered for all your field, farm, and fall fix-ups. Some exclusions apply. See a store associate for details. Baumgars, what you need, when you need it.
This just in, hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. We're raising the bar with these benches, and our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month, now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details.
Drink locally and support local business during Lincoln's Craft Beer Week, October 11th through the 18th. Great beer, cider, distillates, and more are made right here in Lincoln. For more info, visit lincoln.org/beer-week. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Stop.
That was bad timing.
Hey.
It was literally as soon as I clicked it.
Fill him in, Nick. Fill him in, man.
Why? You're the one with the cravings.
Well, I got a craving for breakfast for lunch. You know, and I was thinking at first Village Inn. I was just telling Nick.
And he goes, Nick, you know what I'm going to do for lunch? Village Inn breakfast. You could have given me 500 different restaurants to choose from, and that would not have been what I expected.
Who's still serving breakfast past 11, though, besides Village Inn? You know, they serve it all the
I don't
time.
know. People are always more than welcome to bring us breakfast as well.
Yeah, if somebody want to come down to the studio right now and bring me some Stouffer's, but I don't know. I got to look up and see what times. Anybody on the text line, let me know if what time Stouffer's start serving breakfast. I want some scrambled eggs, few sausage links, some bacon, and some good wheat toast with some raspberry jam on top of it, and a glass of orange juice to wash it down, Slim. And then, like my dad used to do, sit there for a good 10 minutes and just drink some coffee and marinate.
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like it's great. It's great to do that. But take it to go. Take it to go.
Now I want to sit with all the gray hairs.
You want to sit there?
And just talk,
I would too. I would probably
football.
ask them. I'd take like a deck of cards and I'd be like, "Hey, anybody want to play pitch?"
See, I don't like to play cards though. What if I bring some dice? We can shoot dice.
Yahtzee. Anybody want to play Yahtzee?
I got 20 that stand against the 4.
Hey, dominoes? You want to play dominoes? I'm thinking, hey, I have this great game. You guys have probably heard of it, Parcheesi. We should start. I would actually be a big fan of this. In all honesty, I would love to start like a card club, and have it. Maybe not every Friday because that'd be a little too much, but like one Friday a month, we just have a couple ticket listeners come on down. We play some cards, 4 kings in a corner, pitch, crazy eights. I don't care what we play.
David, David,
I know.
For y'all, can you imagine me yelling that really loud?
Yeah. No, in Village Inn, you just domino and then call him a name. 95-year-old Jim is just okay. I understand.
And AD would be escorted out in handcuffs.
Yeah. How dare you speak to me like that?
AD with the Stoffers. Next thing you know, he's getting stuffed in the back of a police car.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, no, that's funny.
Cracker Barrel, Deb from Beatrice. That's right. That's clear. Is that one still open on North 27th? Cracker Barrel?
Yes, it's still open. Man, a lot of free shout outs.
You know,
no free shout outs. Well, no, not today. Everybody gets a free shout out.
Is that establishment?
Shout out to Rib Chop House, Hampton Inn. Let's just go down O Street.
Hell yes.
Easy go.
SEC.
Easy go. Oh, no, it's now Casey's.
I'm craving some breakfast, you guys. You got to help me out. What's this right here? Unknown texture. No, Dogman, what's up, brother?
I don't know what this means.
You guys should have. I'm not going to say it out loud because I'm not sure what it is.
Okay, so I don't know what Dogman. You got to explain it a little bit better. I get where you're coming from, but we can't just say that on air.
William Pate Perkins. I forgot about. Dude, I forgot Perkins.
Free shout out.
We have a Perkins.
I don't know if we have that place.
You're being you're being pious to
no,
the 10th
no, I'm being a businessman. You want us to talk about your spot? Email me, nick@theticketfm.com.
Hey, you're too young to remember this, man, but there was a doorman called Stanley on the Jeffersons, and he always wanted a tip. And so every time George would shut the door, before he shut the door, he would go like this with his hands, rub his fingers together like, we're going to slide some, gonna grease my palm a little bit here.
Hey, call the station, get my number. No.
Oh, man, I'm getting hungry.
It is, actually.
The Briner Breakfast Unknown Texture 8356. I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. Nick,
it's not Brian, it's Brenner.
Briner. Oh, because now I can't talk right.
Well,
first I'm a plagiarist.
Hold on.
In
that moment, yes,
so
you
it's
can't.
It's called a Brenner?
It's Brenner because if you read it, it says breakfast for dinner.
Brenner. See, I didn't read the rest of it. So you know what?
Yes.
Touché. You know what? I'm gonna retract my statement to you.
Thank you.
I made a mistake there.
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
So now you're saying I can't talk. Yes, AD, that's what I'm saying because you just messed up.
So Big Haas. Oh, he goes as tucked.
Well, don't say the name.
It's tucked by the place called. It starts with an A, ends with a Y.
Yeah.
With an S. So Arby's. But nevertheless,
dump button.
Nick is like, AD's gave away $35,000 worth of
advertising. Louise, just everybody's getting advertising. Just throw in your business name. What do we want to talk about today?
You get free. You get free. You get free.
Yeah.
Well, folks, there is someone, unfortunately, that passed away. That
what a segue.
She showed us. Yeah, she showed us that you can love people, you can support people. Doesn't cost anything. The beloved Sister Jean of Loyola Chicago, of their college. She passed away. She was their chaplain. She was 106 years old, man.
Hell of a life.
Yes, she did. Sister Jean Dolores Mitchell, the beloved longtime chaplain of Loyola Chicago men's basketball. She literally became a folk hero during the Final Four tournaments, in particular in 2018. She passed away. She was 106 years old. What a life, man. What a life. You know, she was born August 21st, 1919, and she took the name Sister Jean Dolores in 1937, joined the staff at Loyola Chicago in 1991, and then she became a part of the basketball team as their first academic advisor before transitioning to the chaplain. Then some health issues caused her to step down from her role in that August. But, man, what a legacy, man. What a legacy. Live life. You talking about a life well lived? That is a life well lived. 1919. Can you imagine the things that she's experienced and saw in her lifetime, man? Would you want to live to 106?
I don't think so.
Really? I would. As long as I was healthy, somewhat.
Yeah. I don't know. I imagine we're not getting it. We don't need to get into this. I imagine there's something greater beyond this life.
Oh, I'm totally with you. Oh, yeah. On this side of eternity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and you talking about a life well lived, and Sister Jean definitely did that. So Our condolences go out to Sister Jean's family and to the whole Loyola Chicago team, campus. But what an example she left for all of us, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Phillips, when we come back, it's time to break down Maryland because there's a big game in Chicago. Not Chicago. I was thinking Chicago when I was thinking to say
Go Cubs, go.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Chicago now.
That's right.
Man.
It's on your mind.
College Park. I was going to say Chicago College Park. I said Chicago instead. But it's in
Can't
College
talk.
Park. The team. See, you snuck that in.
Go to break.
We're
We're
going
late.
to break his neck real quick. We'll be back.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you're a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Get geared up for savings like you've never seen before during Elway Days. Their biggest sale of the year runs October 14th through the 18th, when every red tagged machine is priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Don't miss out on these epic savings. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Heyman Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Heyman, when only the best will do.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Ostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in hour 2 of The Drive. Nick Sainert, Aaron Davis alongside as AD stuck talking to people out and about. And so he will join us when he decides to get back on the air and take part in his show. With that being said, though, it is 10 a.m. and you know what that means. It is time for the IBA $1,000 cash contest keyword. Text it 508-777-1000, or you can head to our website and click on Cash Blitz to enter. I'll give you guys a second to do so. As 508-777-1000, head to the website and click on Cash Blitz to enter. Today's keyword for the 10 a.m. hour is free. F-R-E-E. Free. Remember, every keyword you enter is another chance to win. One lucky listener will take home 1,000 buckaroos tomorrow around noon. Don't wait. Get that keyword in now. One last time, 10 a.m. keyword is free. And with that, we bring Aaron Davis back. Hello, AD.
You're kind of smug. You know that you're kind of smug. You know, just really.
I didn't say anything.
Kind of bougie a little bit this morning. You know, we welcome back AD. I mean, you know,
well, I just said welcome back AD.
Yeah, I was talking to Luke for a second. You know, I just seen how his day was going. Man.
I'm sure.
You know, you can address people and say, "Hey, how's your morning going?" You're like, just sitting back here waiting for you.
You know, I get such a bad rap here.
I think you kind of put that on yourself.
I don't.
A little bit. Even the way you said it right there. I don't. When your voice rises up like that, that means, Nick, your locus of control is more external.
Yeah.
Your locus more, because that means you blame that things are out.
That is not true. I point the thumb all the time.
At someone else.
Hey, look at this guy over my shoulder. Yeah, a box behind me. Look at that.
That guy. See, you're kind of becoming the station Karen.
Whoa. I disagree on that one.
You're kind of becoming the station Karen a little bit.
I disagree on that.
A little bit?
I very much disagree.
A smidge?
No.
A tad?
Give me one example.
That one just right there.
No. Not... Never mind. I get painted in such a negative light.
You're the one with the brush.
No, I'm not. No.
You were like Picasso. No idea why people think I'm this way.
Well, it's really funny, AD. Go ahead. Look at you. There's only one person in this room laughing. Because at some point it hurts my feelings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
See? As you come back, as you're just reloading.
Yeah. I'll remember this. I
have the memory of an elephant.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to give away $1,000. AD comes in. Oh, sorry. I figured I should probably be back for my show here.
Show? What show?
Yeah. Hey, AD, it was so funny. I don't know if you were able to tune into the show at all yesterday.
I did not.
So, okay, that's fine. So Austin and I had to do the show we stayed at a Comfort Inn and Suites in Chicago.
Okay.
And so it was a nice hotel.
Yeah.
And it was funny because we were both on the 7th floor of the hotel. And I went down to the desk and I was like, hey, do you guys have a conference room or a business area that I can do the show? I can plug in, because the Wi-Fi was just non-existent from my hotel room. Austin was able to get the Wi-Fi to work for his and stuff, but I was not. And it was funny. She goes, well, yeah, we have a business office right over there. I was like, okay, cool. And I said, do you guys have a better Wi-Fi that that has a password that maybe is a little more secure, that can be a little more stable? She's like, yeah, but it only works up until the 3rd floor. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, we have 2 Wi-Fi systems. We have one that works up until the 3rd floor, and then we have one that works throughout the entire building. And I was like, okay. I had never heard that. I walked into the business center. I logged into the actual Wi-Fi, the one that only works up until the 3rd floor. It worked great. Was able to stream into the show and everything. We brought a professional microphone, so it sounded a little bit better, and everything worked out well. But I was like, in what world? But then the best part is I had deadbolt the door from the business center. And at one point, like, they were so confused on why when they were scanning their card, it would light up green and it wouldn't open up. And so in the middle of the show, I just hear zzz, and they like try to twist the handle. And so I unlocked the deadbolt, and this guy's just behind me on this other computer as I'm doing the show. I'm like, yeah, Nebraska basketball going to be good. And this guy who has no idea what we're talking about.
Can I just print out this
he's
contract?
like, I'm just trying to print. I'm trying to send some emails.
He's trying to close a major deal.
Yeah. So Rick masked. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, it was a good time. But it's fun. People are blaming the high school I went to and everything. Man,
well, Nick, you brought that on yourself. And Chase B says maybe not a Karen, but I would say Stacy.
You guys introduced. Let me say this: the whole like throat punch, the whole that is you guys.
Well,
no,
because
don't push it on DF.
No, I'm DF. I'm standing in one accord with you here. Nick at times deserves a firm throat punch.
This is what I'm talking about.
No, because you bring it on yourself.
Inciting violence.
No, it's not inciting violence. It's just taking care of business. That's how we do it on the north side. Sometimes that's why some people post a lot of stuff online.
My side.
People start getting like that saying. People don't get punched in the face much anymore for saying something crazy. Sometimes a good punch.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm not saying physically. See?
Well, there's
my retraction.
Hold on. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to come across.
No, this is what happened right there. You were like, see, sometimes we need to punch somebody. And you're like, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't have said that on the radio. I'm not saying physically.
Hey, with attitude, though, might I add.
Yeah. I'm just like, inciting violence.
You never heard of positive punches?
I'm sorry.
It's like being disciplined when you're a kid. When your parent would say, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. So in 10 weeks, when DF punches you in the throat in 10 weeks, he's going to tell you, he's going to preface it by saying, Nick, what I'm about to do is going to hurt me more than hurt you. Whack!
There I am. I'm just saying. Now, but if I were to say that, hey, I need to throat, I'm about to throat punch you, it'd be all,
If it came from a place of love, it's okay. That happens sometimes.
None of it feels like love.
Dogman, he goes, Dogman means I train dogs. He goes, get your minds out of the gutter, you guys. He goes, Olympics is not what you think it is. No, by no means.
We meant to explain Olympics.
Yeah,
we didn't. I didn't care about your name.
No, we didn't think it was anything dirty. I just didn't know what it was. IQ Cruz says, believe me, AD. Let me read this first. You may be the only one in the room laughing, but you're not alone. IQ Cruz!
Well, that's good. That's nice.
Nick's like, good for you, AD.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah.
Folks, tomorrow,
Did you bring your walker?
4-1-1 and 4-1-1. Both Maryland and Nebraska take in the same record, 2:30 p.m. there at SCCU Stadium in College Park, Maryland. Big Ten Network was going to carry it. Nick, there's a menu of games at the same time during that. Why'd you see? That's what I'm talking about. See, folks, you can't see it.
Exactly. They can't see it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Let it slide this time.
Let it slide. Let it slide. Just ignore it. There's privileges for the folks watching on the stream.
That's right. I was going to say there's a privilege. The line of this game is 6.5 Nebraska. Nick, I'm going to ask you that first. Do you like that line?
I don't think Nebraska covers, but I think Nebraska wins.
Over-unders is 48.5.
I do not think that hits. 1-800 bets off. Please gamble responsibly.
Nebraska hits the road for the first time this year, which seems crazy, Nick. 5 games in it. We're the last team in the conference to hit a true road game. Of course, well, people may say What about down in Arrowhead? Well, we were a home game, but it wasn't home, but we were designated home team. But we had 5 straight home games with the exception of the one little jaunt down south. Folks, Nick, we've shown we can win ugly. I'm just gonna say this, Nick. I was thinking about this yesterday driving home from Omaha, which took an hour and 39 minutes because of all the construction. Nick, it took me an hour and 39 minutes to leave Creighton's campus to get home. An hour 39 because all the traffic, but it is what it is.
Slows down to 55 there by the by the exit with the car dealerships.
Yes, and you get bottlenecked.
The Giles exit.
Yes.
I was trying to think of no free shout outs.
So
we don't want to talk about that hotel.
So Nick, let me ask you this, man. It's kind of bothered me a little bit that Nebraska statistically on both sides of the ball. Now, I'm not getting away from the obvious, the number of sacks, because 12 in 2 games is not good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, for as far as that goes. However, though, have you seen, I'm just asking you, to me it seems like at times there's been more criticism for winning ugly than if we would have lost the games. I'm like, I'd rather win ugly and fix it than continually this, 5-3 stuff.
I think though, when you're dealing with a passionate fan base like Nebraska, you're naturally going to always have criticism, right? Like, you're never going to make everybody happy, and that's
it's
fine.
not ignoring it either.
Yes, yeah. I think I look at it more this way of like, and we always have to preface and like put this caveat of like, okay, I get that Nebraska won, but also I don't think it's a bad thing as long as you're acknowledging that, hey, you know what, they won.
Work to do.
There still is a lot of work to do. I don't think it's bad. I think that shows passion, and I think that shows that you care, and I think it also allows you to remain somewhat realistic. Like, I think it's important as Nebraska gets better and it improves as a program in this season. It is also important to stay a little grounded. Like, it's important to remain realistic. And because you don't want to spiral, as much as we don't want to spiral one direction into, oh my gosh, things are horrible right now. You also don't want to spiral into, man, Nebraska, here's these ungodly expectations for them, and this is what we expect Nebraska to do. Nobody can beat Nebraska, because then you're setting yourself up for unrealistic expectations, if that makes sense.
Nick, this game, and Eric, you're exactly right. What I meant by a home game, just as far as the attendance, mostly that Arrowhead was what Nick, 95% Nebraska fans, 90%. Yeah. But yeah, you're right on that, Eric. It was truly a Cincinnati home game. What I was referring to is just the stadium was dominated by Husker fans as far as that
Very
goes.
much so, yeah.
Nebraska, Nick, if I'm anybody that was on that team last year, do you still have a bad taste in your mouth from last year's 13-10 loss to Maryland? Because I would have. I'm not saying that fuels things, but I'm saying this. I ain't forgot about it either. And you can't play vengeful, but you can play with a chip on your shoulder and saying, we're not going to allow what happened last year to happen again. Let's go return the favor as far as that goes. Because, Nick, to me, and the reason why I brought up the first question I did, Nebraska had a tendency for a number of years of folding in games like that. But instead of folding, they found a way to win. But I will say this, Nick. Nebraska cannot afford to give up a 14-point lead many times, especially a team who I personally think, Nick, because of their defense, is more dangerous than Michigan State. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, so this is the 13-10 loss 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Exactly.
2 years ago. It was in 2023 when Maryland came in. Here's the thing. I don't think that plays a factor into this at all, because if you look at that game that Nebraska lost 13-10, I mean, first off, Jeff Sims was your quarterback. Here's the statistics for
quarterback
it.
This weekend.
Yeah. I didn't know he was still in college. He was 8 of 13 for 62 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Just right off the bat, I think you've gotten a lot better at the quarterback position. Emmett Johnson led the way with 17 carries, 84 yards that day. I think that, though, for Nebraska, the biggest thing on the road, I think you treat it like every other road game, to where you have to prioritize the little details, limit penalties, limit turnovers, and protect your quarterback. Like, I think those are the 3 biggest things for Nebraska. If Nebraska's in front in the turnover department, they have fewer penalties than Maryland, and they've been able to keep Dylan Raiola relatively clean. I don't see a way Nebraska loses this game.
Nick, the thing that concerns me, if you got the Terrapins front end is rough. They got a freshman, Sidney Stewart. He's averaging 4.5 sacks a game. I mean, he has 4.5, not averaging. Yeah. He has 4.5 sacks. You got Zahir Mathis. He's got 3.5 sacks so far this year. As far as discipline communication, Nick, the thing that frustrates me here comes that criticism part, which is well warranted. You cannot have the offsides penalties, man.
Sure.
I mean, those things absolutely decimate a drive. They decimate a start. And my mind goes back. I know this is a totally different team, coaches, etc. But it reminds me of Oklahoma. Those what was that? 2021 was that
2021?
2021.
Norman, Oklahoma.
Norman, you were there at that game, weren't you?
I
Nick?
was.
And it's like we can't allow that, man, because it gets you off system.
Absolutely.
You know, it's kind of like you got Holgerson saying, guys, come on, we haven't even snapped the ball yet. So, and I'm just going to say it, Pritchett has got to stay in the stances. Gatula, who's going to be the right tackle, those guys have been announced, has got to put hands on guys because Sidney Stewart, I just mentioned, and Zahir Mathis, along with company, is going to cause Nebraska to have discipline and communication. So, Nick, I don't want to see those things. And from the offensive standpoint, you know, Emmett had 3 touchdowns last week against Michigan State, but Maryland ranks 13th in the Big Ten in rushing offense. So our defensive front has the advantage that goes. But, Nick, we've got to control the ground game and kind of keep Malik and those guys off the field, man. We got to establish. How important is it going to be for Nebraska to establish drives?
I mean, it is. It always is going to be. I think one other thing with Maryland, real quick, before we get to break, and we'll continue this on the other side,
definitely,
is that Maryland is atrocious, and I truly say that. It matches up well for Nebraska defensively because Maryland is atrocious in the run game. They're 130th in the country in the run game. With rushing offense, there he is. Rushing offense
talent,
but they're averaging just over 90 rushing yards as a team per game. The quarterback doesn't run that well. He throws the ball well, but that plays into Nebraska's strength defensively. And then I think when it's all said and done, if Nebraska can do something to where Maryland hasn't necessarily allowed a whole lot of pressure on the quarterback. Once again, is if you just start to check off box by box and say, okay, maybe force a turnover, limit the penalties, check. Okay, we're good there. We're +2, right? Nebraska's +2. Maybe Maryland has the ability to get to Dillon. Okay, you're minus. You're still net positive, net +1. Maybe if Nebraska can apply some pressure to Malik Washington, check, +2. Like you just slowly and systematically can check off boxes. You're going to look at the end of 4 quarters and either the response is going to be Nebraska should have won that game or Nebraska did win that game.
Nick, Malik still scares me. The Malik Washington, man. He's got 1,200 yards in 5 games. He's got 9 touchdowns and only 2 INTs. However, he has not faced a defense like we had. Now, I'll say this. Now, they were up on Washington by 20 points before they gave that, because we easily playing a team that's 5-0. However, they're not. They gave up a 20-point lead, which shows they're susceptible to breaking in crucial moments with big leads. But I think our secondary should pose problems for him if our D-line can put pressure on them, which I'm hoping to see on that. So we'll talk more about that. And also Mike Lockley's status. This is his 8th year there.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of pressure on him right now because they finished, I think, 4-8 last year. So the powers that be are saying, yeah, we got to turn this thing around. So hopefully it's not turned around on us. We're going to talk more about Maryland when we come back versus Nebraska 2:30. We'll be back.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, We figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Are you ready to transform your body and your life in just 10 weeks? At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, our kickboxing challenge combines heart-pumping cardio, strength training, and proven nutrition coaching to deliver real results. Lose fat, gain strength, and feel more confident than ever. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Join the next Farrell's 10-week challenge starting October 11th and take the first swing towards a healthier, stronger you. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, results, not excuses. Join today, fxblincoln.com. That's fxblincoln.com.
Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine, or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion.
Drink locally and support local business during Lincoln's Craft Beer Week, October 11th through the 18th. Great beer, cider, distillates, and more are made right here in Lincoln. For more info, visit lincoln.org/beer-week. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Heyman Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Heyman, when only the best will do.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Load up on meat and more this spring at The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese, with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. We're going to hop right back into the Maryland game tomorrow. Nick, I'm curious because, again, I'm very curious to see how this Nebraska team looks at a true. That's kind of nice how you doing it. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. You keep doing that. It's kind of soothing.
Yeah, that's right. You're not the only one that can rap.
That wasn't a rap.
I can freestyle.
That sounded like a cello at a concert at Pius.
Here I'm playing the harp over here in this corner.
Bum, 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 bum.
Check me out on SoundCloud.
Coach Lockley is in the same season there at Maryland. And Maryland has been struggling for years, but they're not struggling right now as they bring in a 4-1 record, the same as Nebraska as far as that goes. But they were 4-8 last year. Nick, do you think that the powers that be are looking at Lockley like, hey, you better finish off in the positive this year rather than the negative? I mean, obviously that's what you want, but do you think his seat is at stake? If you would,
I don't think so. I think that in this current day of college athletics, Mike Locksley has done a really good job of trying to navigate this changing landscape. When you look at it, his record at Maryland isn't great. It's 37-42. It's fine, right? But like, we have to remember
what he came in dealing with.
Remember,
not too long ago, Nick, they lost a player.
That's literally what I'm saying. Yeah. After DJ Durkin was the head coach there at the time, and it's crazy to think that was longer than 8 years ago. Or he's in his 8th year. But anyway, it's really unfortunate. Just the whole thing, that whole situation brought up some thoughts. But anyway, I think that Mike Locksley's okay. I think that, I mean, you look at it, he's had a couple of 8-win seasons. Last year wasn't great. This year, it's been to a good start. You probably feel, I mean, we talk about it all the time, feeling bitter and feeling like, man, Nebraska should have won that game. Imagine what Maryland's feeling. Imagine if that would have happened to Nebraska. Nebraska's 4-0. They're up on an opponent going into the fourth quarter, 20-3. And they allow 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. They get shut out in the fourth quarter, outscored 21-0 in the final 15 minutes of the game. Can you imagine the feelings that we would feel going into our Nebraska's next game of saying, gosh, are the Huskers going to be in the right mindset? Like, you should be 5-0. Maryland should be 5-0. And they're 4-1. And Austin brought up a fascinating conversation as we were driving home from the Omaha airport last night. Imagine a week from today, we're talking about a 4-3 Nebraska team. But then on the flip side, because Nebraska plays Minnesota a week from tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine on the flip side, you're talking about a 6-1 Huskers team.
Yeah.
These next two games, while they're not against powerhouse opponents, are massive for the way you feel about Nebraska's first 7 games.
Especially, Nick, because they're both of these teams we play next. Obviously, we're going to stick to Maryland, but both for the sake of the conversation, you have more talent than both of these teams have on their teams. And these are games you should win. In Unmasked Texture, I feel you. Unmasked Texture says 57, talking about Pritchett isn't good, so they reward with all his mistakes with a starting role. Season is over then. DL is bad too. Unmasked Texture, dang, man. It's not over yet, bro. Come on. Matt Sexton, ride with me, baby. Just ride me for a little longer. I feel your frustration, though. And I think if you're watching games, on Matt Sexton, I'm with you. It literally drives me insane to watch the offsides penalties. You know, and it gets frustrating with sacks, but at least you're in play. The ball was snapped. I don't understand the offsides penalty. I just can't fathom. It's just a lack.
Well, I feel
it's
like
a lack of concentration.
I feel like a lot of it's off of timing, right? Like I think that they probably see in terms of offsides and trying to get jumps.
I don't care. You shouldn't be looking at him. If you know the snap is on 2, 3, I don't care if it's on 30. Don't freaking move.
But I think part of that though is trying to play the game within the game though. Like here's how I
don't jump offside.
Here's what I would say. Okay, actually it happened. And I know I've talked a lot about it, and I think this is a good example or a good story too. In the Cubs game on Wednesday, there was a guy at first base who he left early trying to steal second AD, and the reason you do that is off of timing, because you're going off of time. Because in the analytics, in the scouting report, it says, all right, this guy holds the ball when he comes set on the mound. He holds it for 2 seconds, 1,000, 2, and then goes. So you get into a routine, you get into a rhythm. You're trying to play the game within the game. It happened on Wednesday in the Cubs game. He ended up getting picked off at first because he started stealing. The guy changed his rhythm just on that pitch, and he got picked off. Now, correlate that to football. If the scouting report, if the analytics say that, hey, you know what, Malik Washington, he does the same snap count each time, or he does before it, he rubs his jersey. I feel like you're playing the game within the game at some point, and you got to take a risk. It's the risk reward that we talk about all the time.
But all of ours has been the damage.
100%.
And Nick, to your point, I get what you're saying. Yeah, there is a game within a game. If you're disciplined to do that, if you're disciplined if you're disciplined to say, I'm going to hold my water, talking about tackles or offensive linemen or D linemen, I'm going to hold my water. Now I know this particular player's got tendencies, but you still have to hold your water, or the game within the game, you'll end up hurting yourself.
Yeah.
So they have to be disciplined enough, Nick. And I see what you're saying. The game of the game.
Yeah.
But this is just the truth. They have not shown they're disciplined enough to take advantage of the game within the game.
And maybe that's true. And like offensively, like the false starts, this is a completely different conversation. This is strictly from the defensive side of perspective. I think that if it works out, you know what we're saying? Wow, Cam Lenhart just got a hell of a jump there. Wow, great job by Williams Nwaneri. Great jump. If it works out.
If they're disciplined to do it, I have no problems with it.
Yeah.
But man, when they're, it's like in basketball too. When you're taking a guy that's taking a shot, he normally does. I mean, a guy that's taking a shot. What are you doing? Oh, great shot.
In this,
you know what I'm saying?
In this regard, in this specific conversation, I know this is a very specific and magnified lens that we're looking through. How do you prove that you're disciplined enough without doing it?
Don't jump.
But how do you prove that if you're not gonna risk it?
No, you're saying
you see what I'm saying? Like if you don't, I'm trying to be like devil's advocate here,
right?
Because I do agree with you. Of like, how do you prove to yourself and to us as spectators?
You have to actually do it.
You have to prove it,
and you got to prove it. And Nick, I think is a great point you bring up.
And the only way you prove it is by
he's got to prove it to himself.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to kind of let the leash go.
Yeah, to a point, but if that leash ends up choking us with a 5-yard penalty.
Oh yeah,
the one in Arrowhead when he jumped off, we had to settle for a field goal. You know, those are the ones that concern me, because the thing about Pritchett, man, this kid has all the physical attributes, all of them. The mental part, and that's not just on Pritchett, because I'm pulling for that kid like crazy. You know what, Nick? I'll even say this, man. Even Sims, who's no longer here, but I just thought about pulling for a kid. I don't wish any of these kids ill will, and I know on Mass Texture, none of these people wishing ill will on them either.
No, for sure.
I want these kids to get it right, and then from the business standpoint, you do want to return on your investment, because let's just talk about it. His numbers there, but I hope this kid can prove it to himself. I hope Gatula can prove it to himself. I hope all of those
1,000%
can prove to themselves, because Nick, as me and you both know, the competition is going to get stiffer down the year.
Yeah. Colgan J says this on the text line. I love Nick's commitment to arguing with an accomplished collegiate athlete about football and understanding the assignment.
I don't know.
Way to own your truth, Nick. I don't know if Colgan J is being serious but I think number one, not arguing. I think more number two is it's more so of just like, I think like I look back at how do we want Nebraska to play? And we always talk about, and this is not you, this is just a branch off of our conversation here. We always talk about how it's like, Nebraska, whether it's offensive line, defensive line, secondary, running back, play with this relentless attitude. And if you're going to make a mistake, like it's the old cliche of like, make the mistake going 110 miles an hour, right? So we have to be realistic as fans and consumers of it then, and understanding that if we're asking the guys to do that, then naturally they're not going to be perfect 100% of the time. There's going to be mistakes. You can't sit here, or we can't, I'll say we, so I include myself into this because I fall in this rabbit hole. We can't sit here and go, man, they really need to run hard. They really need to do this. They need to go at max effort. And then when they go max effort and screw up, we sit there and go, whoa, let's calm down a little bit. Let's not do this. We need to play within the game. You can't have it both ways. You have to give and take. And so this is not me arguing. It's more so of just an open dialogue of like, what do we want? Because we can't now naturally in a perfect world, it's like, hey, we want it this way when it works. But if it's not going to work, you don't know if it's going to work unless you try it.
Right. Yeah, this team, man, that those growing pains can be uncomfortable for them as a team, and especially for us as fans and media, etc.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, like I said,
it's infuriating.
Yeah, it's infuriating. So I'm open for a clean game tomorrow as far as that goes. Quick stats that matter before we go to break. Obviously, both teams have the same record. Nebraska's rush defense is top 25 nationally. Nick, as you brought up, Maryland's rush defense, their rush offense, is 13th in the conference as far as that goes. 8 TDs, 4 INTs. Rilo right now 8-4. Nick, I'd love to see a lot more TDs and keep that 4 at 4 if possible.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens coming up in this game. But I'm pumped for this game. I'm also intrigued, like I was going to say, is how they perform on a true road game.
Oh, absolutely.
Away, there's no 2.5 hour jaunt. No, this is across the country, different time zone, totally different atmosphere. And quite honestly, Nick, I don't know what the atmosphere will be like at College Park tomorrow.
And that's where it's fascinating. Before we get to break, it is fascinating because last week I was listening to Mike Loxley's press conference yesterday in Chicago, and he was talking about it. He mentioned, hey, last weekend was family weekend. The stadium was pretty close to being full. Up in the corners, it wasn't necessarily full, but it was pretty close to being full. And the fans had an impact on the game last weekend. What's it going to look like this week? And Nebraska's a little bit more of a notable and formidable opponent than even Washington was. And so is Maryland interested? Is the fan base still able to gravitate towards Maryland football? We'll find out.
It's going to be interesting.
With it not being an official family weekend.
Who's calling a game tomorrow? You know who's calling it for Big? I know it's Big Ten. I was curious who's calling it.
I could tell you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. I have to.
Always getting that real fast, folks. The bottom line, it's gut check for Nebraska. Keeping their established.
Maybe I don't
culture.
have it. I deleted the email.
That's all right. We'll find out tomorrow.
Whoops. We'll find out tomorrow on Big Ten.
Folks, we'll be right back with the AD Attitude Adjustment. Also, our predictions for tomorrow's score there in College Park. It's The Drive. We'll be right back.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Are you ready to transform your body and your life in just 10 weeks? At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, our kickboxing challenge combines heart-pumping cardio, strength training, and proven nutrition coaching to deliver real results. Lose fat, gain strength, and feel more confident than ever. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Join the next Farrell's 10-week challenge starting October 11th and take the first swing towards a healthier, stronger you. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, results, not excuses. Join today, fxblincoln.com. That's fxblincoln.com.
Load up on meat and more this spring at The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to The Mercado today for the best meat in town.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Schwizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schwizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
Every home is different. Every family is different. So when it's time for a new heating and cooling system, why not get what fits you best? Get the perfect fit with Bryant. Maybe you need higher efficiency, better humidity control, increased warranty, or all the bells and whistles. Bryant provides options in warranty, features, comfort, and efficiency while maximizing savings. Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111, or visit BryantLincoln.com. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine, or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. Oh, it's been another fast ride on The Drive on this fabulous Friday. We're a little less than 24 hours until tomorrow's kickoff at 2:30.
A little more than 24 hours.
More than 24 hours. I meant a little more, a little less.
In exactly 24 hours, we'll be beginning the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, though.
Yeah, that's what I meant, I think. I'm just hungry. I'm literally looking at the
what's your deal, man?
I'm looking at the menu for Stouffer's.
No free shout-outs. I feel like we already went down this road.
Hey, I'm going to go to Stouffer's.
No, you're not. Mute.
I mean, they're going to be like, hey, who's that dude?
Yeah.
What's his name? Swim?
Yeah, we've heard him.
Kim, Lynn.
That's crazy.
Tell him he can put his no free shout-outs where the sun don't shine. That's what Nick, that's what he can do.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Nick, you know what I want, man?
What do you want?
I want some eggs over easy.
Okay.
Some sausage links.
Yeah.
Or perhaps some patties.
Turkey or pork?
Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't even matter.
I
like turkey.
A few little strips of bacon that are
gently crispy.
Okay.
You know, you crunch it, it just feels
Crispy on the outside, a little fattier in the middle.
Little fat right there. Okay, Nick, I got to tell you this.
Okay, hurry up. We're almost out of time.
I love you.
Yeah, I know.
I went to Nick's Steakhouse.
I know. That was mean of me to say. I'm sorry. I'm going to acknowledge that. I love you too.
Let's see when you get married.
Yeah.
I love you, honey. Yeah, I got to go.
Yeah. I was
how
like,
that works
yeah,
out
I was like,
for you.
yeah, I know, but let's keep going. Hand up.
Nick's Steakhouse at the Hilton, right across from the basketball arena in Omaha.
Yeah, it's my cousin.
Nick, that's your cousin. Well, your cousin makes it. I had a 14-ounce prime rib on Wednesday night, all by myself, and it was absolutely scrumptious. They had the fat on the side that had the salts and peppers.
Wow.
on it. So here's my message: the 80 attitude.
Yeah,
adjustment.
80 attitude.
And I
We got a minute left
I
of the
wasn't
show.
gonna get it at first, and you know what I said? You know what? You only live once.
You do.
So I ordered the prime rib.
There's an acronym for that.
And you know what? My belt was holding on like this. The belt was holding on. So folks, go live this week. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the Husker games. But I truly mean that. Man, when you eat.
There it is.
When
I wasn't criticizing you, was I?
Nah, you're okay. It was borderline.
Thank you.
But it was
borderline.
It was borderline.
Live life on the edge.
Live life on the edge.
Live life. There's my Nick
what's your
attitude
score-
adjustment.
What's your score tomorrow?
Nebraska wins by less than a touchdown.
I say Nebraska 24. I say Maryland 20.
All right. 80 for AD. Nick. 80, not 80. A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show.
Yes, 11 o'clock tomorrow. Stick with us. Have a great Friday.